There are many video games that have been made. As early as 1970, video games had been relevant and an excellent pastime. And the video game industry brings in a whopping $37 billion a year in revenue. There are over 300 video game systems on the market today, and many more on the way. This information was deducted with the help of the internet resources. This is the top 10 video games of all time. Number 10, Resident Evil 4. This game has resonated with the video game community. From memorable boss battles to complex puzzles. You play as Leon as you traverse through zombies. This game was well advanced for its time and still holds up to this day. And some regard this game as one of the best games of all time. But it's number 10 on our list.
My assignment is to search for the president's missing daughter.
What? All by yourself?
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. But then again, maybe you did.
What are we gonna do, Leon?
Hate to say it, but we're sandwiched all right. Quick, in that cabin!
Many people that play the game often replay the game because it's that good.
Hey, it's about time.
Sorry, bad traffic. I'll cover you.
Number 9, Sims. In this video game, it emulates real-life events. This franchise has sold nearly 200 million copies worldwide and is one of the best-selling video game series of all time. The Game and Sims series are largely sandbox games, in that they lack any defiant goals. The players create virtual people called Sims, place them in houses, and help direct their moods and satisfy their desires. The Sims was the game's first console release and shares the same name as PC game. It was released for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and Nintendo GameCube.
Globe, Gar, Kanu.
Number 8, Wii Sports. In this game, there's a collection of 5 sports simulations designed to demonstrate the motion sensing capabilities of the Wii Remote, tennis, baseball, bowling, and golf. Players use their Wii Remote to mimic actions performed in real-life sports, such as swinging a tennis racket. The rules for each game are simplified to make them more accessible to new players. The game also features training and fitness modes that monitor players' progress in the sports. Wii Sports received a number of awards and is considered one of the best video games ever made, selling over 82 million copies by the end of 2017. It is the best-selling single-platform game of all time, and the 4th best overall. The title also bears a distinct of being the best-selling Nintendo game of all time. Number 7, The Witcher. The story takes place in a medieval fantasy world and follows Geralt of Rivia, a genetically enhanced monster hunter for hire. One of the few traveling monster hunters who have supernatural powers known as Witchers. Game system of moral choices as part of the storyline. The game takes place directly after the events of the Lady of the Lake. Player can choose one of the 3 fighting styles to use in different situations and against different foes. Past styles allow for more rapid, less damaging attacks, with the higher chance of hitting faster enemies. The strong style deals more damage in exchange for slow attack speed and lower chance to hit faster enemies. And the group style features sweeping attacks, best used if Geralt is surrounded. Due to several other projects that the studio was involved in at the time and concerns from their publishers Topware about the material's international appeal, the project never got farther than some initial media and a playable level. The CD Projekt later approached for the rights for the series. They were able to secure the rights. Witcher went off to make waves into the video game community. Number 6, Halo. What can I say about Halo that hasn't been said? It's just an all-around great game. Halo is a military science fiction media franchise created by Bungie. The original trilogy centers on an interstellar war between humanity and an alliance of aliens known as the Covenant. The Covenant, led by the religious leaders called the Prophets, worship an ancient civilization known as the Forerunners who perished. Overall, the Halo series has been very well received by critics. The success of the main Halo trilogy spurred the creation of spin-off games. Halo Combat Evolved has received numerous Games of the Year awards. Its sequels went on to record record-breaking sales. By 2015, the games had sold over 65 million copies worldwide, with the games alone grossing almost $3.4 billion.
What are we waiting? Wait a second. What the hell is that music?
Number 5. Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption is a 2010 action-adventure game developed by Rockstar San Diego and published by Rockstar Games, a spiritual successor to 2004 Red Dead Revolver, and a future hell surprise for the company because 2018 Red Dead Redemption 2 action-adventure game developed by Rockstar Games became one of the most anticipated games of the year and continued to sell millions of copies years later. Many analysts believe that Red Dead Redemption 2 would be one of the highest-selling games of 2018 and would have a great effect on other games' sales during the fourth quarter. It had the largest opening weekend in the history of entertainment, making over $725 million in revenue in 3 days and over 17 million copies shipped in the total in 2 weeks.
Yeah, right there. What the dog doing?
Critics agree that Red Dead Redemption 2 was amongst the best games in the 8th generation of video game consoles. GQ White described it as a generation-defining release. Nakeem named it a benchmark for other open-world games to aspire to. Number 4. Fortnite. Fortnite is an online video game developed by Epic Games and released in 2017.
We like Fortnite! We like Fortnite!
Drawing more than 125 million players in less than a year, earning hundreds of millions of dollars per month, and $9 billion in revenue in its first 2 years. 2017, the game was nominated for Best Co-op Game by PC Gamer.
The east, storms get wait. I hear a footstep. All right, I'm at the top of the map.
And for Best Spectator Game by IGN. In 2018, the game won the award for the Best Ongoing Game by PC Gamers and IGN on the later, which nominated it for Best Nintendo Switch Game, Best Mobile Game, and Best Action Game.
Okay, $19 Fortnite card.
Number 3, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. The Legend of Zelda's Ocarina of Time is an action-adventure game developed by the publishers by Nintendo for the Nintendo 64. It was released in Japan and North America in November 1998. Ocarina is the 5th game in the Legend of Zelda series. The players control Link in the fantasy land of Hyrule on a quest to stop the evil King Ganondorf by traveling through time and navigating dungeons and an overworld. Ocarina has topped at least 20 best games ever ranking, and any list that doesn't at least have a game in the top 10 is immediately suspect. With a score of 99, the game's technical influences on gaming has become hardly remarked. Ocarina is best because it has such a high score, and Ocarina has such a high score because it is the best. It's near perfect. The game legacy is defined only by the developers who made it, also by the reviewers who declared it a masterpiece, and a website that turned those individuals' opinions into something that ultimately resembled fact. In 1998, 2.5 million copies were sold. Although it was released only 39 days before the end of the year, it earned $150 million in U.S. revenues, higher than any Hollywood films in the last 6 weeks of 1998. Number 2, Minecraft. Minecraft is a sandbox video game developed by the Swedish video game developer Mojang Studios. Minecraft is the best-selling video game of all time, with over 200 million copies sold. 140 million monthly active users as of 2021. Minecraft has been critically acclaimed, winning several awards and being cited as one of the greatest video games of all times. In 2014, Minecraft was purchased by Microsoft for $2.5 billion. And on its 11th anniversary of May 2020, the company announced that Minecraft had reached over 200 million copies sold across platforms with over 126 million monthly active players. By April 2021, the number of active monthly users had climbed to 140 million. Number 1. Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a 2013 action-adventure game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. It is in 7th main entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. Lets up to 30 players engage in a variety of different competitive game modes. Widely anticipated, the game broke industry sales records and became the fastest selling entertainment product in history, earning $800 million in its first day. $1 billion in its first 3 days. It received widespread critical acclaim. It was the most financially successful entertainment product of all time, with about $6 million in worldwide revenue. The game has a major hate on it, well, the reason being that the next in the franchise has yet to be announced, and players don't want a Grand Theft Auto 5 re-release. The fans have been dying to play GTA 6, and the backlash is mostly because they are anxious. Well, that is our list. Did you agree? Disagree? Let us know in the comments below. What are your top 10s of the year? Let us know. Thank you for watching us. Subscribe.